fine. Welcome to the first stream of Darkest Dungeon. Now, I have played quite a bit of this game on PlayStation Vita, but I have not actually started a PS4 run. So if you guys don't know, this is a game that was kickstarted, I think about 2 years ago. It is a dungeon crawling semi-RPG. It's a roguelike, as in your character will die and you have to create new characters each time to essentially continue. So I'm going to be trying something new out with the channel this month, as it is Halloween, a celebration of all things scary, grim and morbid. Each weekend I will be playing a different horror game, starting this weekend with Darkest Dungeon, and then perhaps some Dark Souls. So I'm just going to go right ahead and get signed in. The name of the estate, let's call it the Cosmic Coffee Cup Estate. Actually, let's just call it the Cosmic Estate. Begin. So we're actually treated to this really nice little cinematic here. Sorry people, I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, so...
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So this game, in my opinion, is just as, if not more brutal than Dark Souls. Because at least with Dark Souls, when your character dies, you get to keep your level, you get to keep all the stuff that you had, not so much your souls, but other stuff. In this, should a character die, that character is gone. Everything they were holding is gone. The time you invested to build up their levels is gone. They're just gone. Okay, so with the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you will have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. So as you can see, it's sort of a side-scrolling mission. Not mission, it's a side-scrolling dungeon crawl. So you can see in the bottom there, I've got my equipment. I have all my skills. I have my torch. I have my skill. I've already mentioned my skills, inventory, and all that other stuff. So you can see I've got Dismaz and Reynold, and I.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
I have a slight suspicion that neither one of these people will be lasting very long. So there are different classes in this game. So I currently have a Crusader and I have a Highwayman.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion,
and in this game,
that all may hear of your arrival.
Is key. So there are certain moves. So you see Pistol Shot, I cannot take at this moment, nor can I take Tracking Shot, because I am too close to the enemy. I can do this attack though, because I am within range. And that affects him with a bleed on the debuff. That can be tricky. A bleed is not good. So there are certain classes that do better in better places. The Crusader is obviously someone you'll want on your front
Press
row.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Get that loot. 250 gold. It's okay, I guess. Yep, so he's taking bleed damage. This Curio. Don't think we've got anything we can do anything with.
Leave nothing unchecked.
Gold, not bad.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Oh, here we go.
An ambush.
Bigger guy here.
Send these vermin a
So
message.
for these big
The
guys,
rightful
what you
owner
want to
has
do is
returned,
mainly
and their
stick
kind
to
is no
giving
longer
them
welcome.
stats debuffs and hitting them with bleed or poison boots. He's going down fairly easy, but I imagine this won't last long. Yeah. You see what's happened there? My characters have actually switched place. So my characters now are no longer where they were before, which means certain abilities open up and certain abilities close off. And positioning in this game is incredibly important. Positioning in this game can mean the difference between a character dying and a character living. So I'm probably, with my Highwayman, going to change position here. Swap background. And try to...
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay, so one of the biggest things in this game is that corpses are a real bitch. So, if you kill someone, their body doesn't always disappear. It only disappears if you land critical or if it dies from bleed or blight. In any other situation, what will happen is a corpse will be created, blocking you from attacking them until that corpse is destroyed. But fortunately, yes, the enemy's positioning is also important, because you can only attack enemies in certain positions with certain moves. So I'm going to keep trying to destroy that body. Fire. Nope. Pistol shot. My debuffs are really not handy here. There we go. I don't usually use the Highwayman. It's a pretty good class, but I prefer to go for usually a build of. Well, you'll see if we get.
Their formation is broken.
Anyone
Maintain the offensive.
on our team. Okay, completing the quest. Completed the quest. Return to the hamlet. 5,000 gold right off the bat. Not bad. Okay, so here's what you can get. You get XP resolved, but I don't think we really saw the stress in this game. You can get positive and negative quirks. So if you see if the torch is below 75, he will gain 20% stress now. If the torch is above 75, so what I really want to do is keep it above 75 if I'm using these two in the team, he gets +2 speed. Yeah, essentially if there's not enough light, these guys are going to get really stressed out.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands,
Graveyard.
they are yours
No
now,
one's died yet. That will
and you are
probably
bound
change.
to them.
These are all the locked things.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting
See,
merciful
we
oblivion.
got 2 new characters. So these are
In time,
the Plague
you
Doctor,
will
who I
know the
often like
tragic
using, and the
extent
Vestal.
of my failings.
These are probably the most.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
Stagecoach Network.
All
get
will find
more
their way
heroes,
to us
get
now
as many
that the
heroes
road
as
is
we can,
clear.
Essentially, we'll need them for the coming quests. Blacksmith we don't really need right now. It might be an idea to
A
embark.
mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
The Weld, or we can go straight into We Are the Flame. So you see level 0, Apprentice, level 1, it's short, no campfires, explore 90% of the rooms, or we can go straight to the creature's power waves are terrible, recover and protective relics from a long abandoned base camp, but beware the shuffling horror. So we can go from the highest level to the lowest level right off the bat, and I really like that about this game, is it never once does it tell you you can't go a certain place. I think everyone gets like unique dialogue if you the usual suspects. I can't, I won't last a minute, I beg you no. quest is beyond my experience, but you can send them there. You can send them there, but I won't for this. So each group of people, depending on which classes you've got put in there, get unique names. So this one is the usual suspects, because it's made of the most bread and butter like team you've got. So you've got a guy who can do ranged, you've got status debuffs, you've got healing, and you've got a tank. So let's go to provision. Now it's really important in these games to
measured now in gold,
stock up
later
on
in
important
blood.
items. So torches are also really important. Bandages and blight heals are good. One key is always good, and I always bring a shovel just for posterity. So this is the first one. Okay. Alright, so you see all these rooms here, we have to explore all of them. Okay. Sweet, an unburned torch.
Packs laden with loot
That's kind of
are
stuff you
often
want to
low
run
on
into.
supplies.
It's very easy to get swept in this game on whether or not you've got treasure. But treasure is not always good to make lacking supplies. So I'd say it's better to actually straight left shot. Fucking great move. Like when anyone works out for me, wow, really? Not the nice move?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Unlocked, it's already unlocked.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Here we go. Light that torch up. Okay,
Even
here.
the cold stone
Shovel.
seems bent on
You
preventing
always want to
passage.
bring at least one shovel with you in these things. Alright. So this is a really unique mechanic in this game, which is stress. You see those little bars underneath their health, underneath the red bars? That's just stress. If you get too stressed out, you get some wicked bad feedback. Like grenades. Plague Doctor is mainly around. He's mainly around to.
Press this advantage.
They're mainly around.
Give them
to
no
make sure
quarter.
that, enemies with larger health statuses get.
As the
like
fiend
blight.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, let's try one more time. There we go.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
In we go. Use the torch. Now maybe after one or two quests at a lower level, I'll go into my, I'll try putting up my cross-save game from my Vita. And then really going for a proper playthrough. Because I'm at that point where I'm starting to do darkest missions. Oh yes, I'm awesome. Great. Oh. It was a monster match. It was the graveyard.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Loaded to death. Pistol shot. There we go. That guy in the back row is not doing it.
Slowly,
There we go.
gently.
Poison and bleed
This
stack.
is how a life is
Absolutely
taken.
devastating in this game.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's
Purified.
end.
Oh, fuck, I probably should have given that to the other guy, because he's low on health. Ah, whatever. Oh, shit. I completely missed that.
Ancient traps lie
Yep,
in
there are
wait,
traps in this game.
unsprung and thirsting for blood.
This game really doesn't want you to succeed at it. Oh, God. Really? 8? Fucking... There we go. Useful. Okay, here we go. Eat up. Once we maybe finish this mission, I may try loading the cross save from my former game. Yep, torch is low, meaning okay, so now you'll see why I bring 2 shovels. If you have to undo that with your bare hands, it'll fuck you up. Here we go, proper fight now. Crypto blast. Get rid of some damage to the first 3. Play grenade. 90 rows.
The slow
Already
death,
gone.
unforeseen, unforgiving.
Okay, we just need our cleric to
Continue
hit
the
1.
onslaught. Destroy them all.
There we go. Check on this guy. Gosh.
But
Yep,
death
finish him off.
by inches.
Done.
As victories mount,
Remain.
so too will resistance.
Just grab what's in here. Kill my second compartment. Blah blah. Now we go back to the hamlet. Easy money.
I remember days when the sun shone.
Negative quirk,
And laughter
whatever.
could be
Okay,
heard
we're gonna
from
save
the
and exit
tavern.
here. We're gonna port over a cross save. Oh shit.